let's just take a look at what this can actually do. And cameras like this, what can they actually do?
In the world of cameras, mirrorless interchangeable lens cameras are gaining momentum, and Nikon has thrown its contenders, unveiling two heavyweights that make up the brand new Nikon 1 range. While most of its competitors are using bigger sensors, the N1 series is equipped with an in-house 10.1 megapixel CMOS sensor called the CX format. It's much smaller in size, with the view to target compact camera users, and also not to jeopardize Nikon's TX DSLR lineup such as D3100 and D5000. Now, Nikon 1 system has actually ditched the traditional PSMA mode on the dial. Instead, what they've done is very interesting. They've introduced these application-based modes. Now, I'll just go through them. The first one is obviously a traditional still image mode. The second one is the movie mode. And now comes the interesting part. It's called the Smart Photo Selector. What it does is, it takes 20 photos and then pick the 5 best photographs for you. And last but obviously not least, the most talked about. It's called Motion Snapshot, that combines still images with movie recording. In simple terms, it basically shoots a lot of still images and play them together as a movie. Also, both cameras are supported by new faster image processor and a brand new hybrid autofocus system that employs both phase and contrast detection focus. The N1 system can also shoot images in RAW format, a feature normally found in high-end cameras.
Between the two Nikon ones, that's the V1 you've got, into the J1.
The J1, yes.
So let's just take a look at the differences between the two.
While N1 is the synonymous with the new mirrorless range from Nikon, it's not an option without choice. And even though they're pretty similar when it comes to specifications, here is what sets them apart. One of the key differences between the two cameras is the size. While J1 is a smaller offering aimed at beginners, V1's extra bulk is all thanks to its electronic viewfinder. But the surprising part is that it's the smaller option that comes with an inbuilt flash. Whereas for the V1, they've given you a hot shoe option over here, but you have to buy an external accessory. But where V1 does score is the battery life. Bigger size means bigger battery, and while V1 battery has to feed for an additional electronic viewfinder and higher screen resolution, it can last up to 400 pictures vis-a-vis 230 by J1. Besides an extra viewfinder screen, V1 also boasts of a higher resolution LCD screen, as the TFT over here is 921K dot resolution versus the 460K dots offered by J1. And while most of the specifications are more or less similar, the V1 incorporates a mechanical and electronic shutter, vis-a-vis an only electronic shutter offering on J1. And last but definitely not the least, this one really feels plasticky, and it should because it is high-grade plastic, whereas this one is magnesium alloy construction. Really sturdy. And of course, one of the most important considerations, the price. While J1 is set to retail at nearly 30,000 rupees, V1 will cost you a whopping 44,000 rupees with the same 10 to 30 mm kit lens offered in both packages. But according to us, both of them will give you a bit of heartburn besides burning your pockets.
Well, who better to talk about the Nikon N1 than Priyanka Chopra, who is, of course, a brand ambassador for that. Priyanka, we were just at Agra just a couple of days back cleaning up the Yamuna, and I saw you taking 1 million pictures. Is that something you enjoy, actually being behind the camera as much as being in front of it?
I'm the worst photographer in the world, but I love photography, and I think that is most of us in the world. We just love taking pictures, capturing moments, remembering memories, and that's exactly how I am.
Well, you know, I never got the chance to show you some of the pictures that were taken that day, so take a quick look at this, including the picture where I stopped you from falling into the Yamuna.
But Priyanka, I hear from Vikram that you're very fussy about the fact that the only camera you want in your hand is a Nikon. Is that true or false?
So, I mean, I'm a techie. I like these really new innovative things that can be provided to us. And the good thing is that the camera is provided to you. It's not like a big professional camera that you need to carry around. You can change the lenses. It makes you feel extremely professional, but it fits in your bag.
Great. I think you seem to be enjoying yourself with cameras, and as we saw with those pictures, both of you seem to have a great time. But, you know, a lot of people say standalone cameras like this, their days are numbered because camera phones are really taking up the market. Do you think in a year or so, camera phones will take over and standalone cameras will be gone forever?
There's a definite charm to having your own camera. I do agree when it comes to, you know, the fact that phones have such high megapixels in their cameras, but it's not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing.
Okay, Priyanka, thanks a lot for that, and looking forward to seeing you at the main event of the Greenathon, May the 20th.
Thank you, Vikram. I'm looking forward to being at the Greenathon really soon. And thank you, Rajiv. It was really fun.
Okay, so this is the Nikon 1 series, but this entire category, the mirrorless 4/3, it is an area where there's a lot of competition. So let's just take a look at some of the other contenders you may want to consider before buying something like this.
Talking about contenders, well, let's start with the organization that started it all, Panasonic. And Lumix GF3 is companies offering to amateurs looking to experiment with photography. Based on the 4/3 standard, the 12 megapixel offering delivers image rich in detail thanks to a bigger sensor. The compact offering does not have a PASM dial, but instead makes it a part of touchscreen functionality. GF3 comes bundled with a 14x42mm kit lens along with 25mm prime lens for nearly 40,000 rupees. Bringing back the nostalgia with classic 1970s look, Olympus Pen EP3 is not just heavy on beauty but also heavy on bronze. Designed to cater both professionals and amateur photographers, Pen EP3 boasts a 12 megapixel sensor that churns out images with excellent detail. As a mirrorless camera, the EP3 also follows the 4/3 standard, meaning a larger than average sensor. Besides the chunky design, the EP3 fits amazingly well into the hands and also boasts of in-body stabilization to eliminate body shake. Pen EP3 comes along with a 14x42 kit lens and will set you back a nearly 40,000 rupees. And last but not least, the smallest and sleekest Sony camera on offer. With looks to die for, NEX5 from Sony is one of the world's smallest and lightest interchangeable lens digital camera. Made out of magnesium alloy and boasts of tiltable LCD screen. The camera can shoot in 1080p Full HD and boasts of 14.2 megapixel XMOD CMOS sensor. But where it has a definite edge over the competition is that all of the above can be purchased for nearly 25,000 rupees.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.